very regrettable to say that we have to refuse you on the flight because you are falling into the blacklist.
The warning from the system from Qatar Airways.
Let's see how far we get, whether we actually get on board.
Slightly nervous.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good.
Yeah. There might be an arrest warrant against me. It reached over 40 million people. Today, I'm giving you all the answers to the questions that you might have and update you on everything that has happened in the past 2 years since I was put on Qatar's naughty list. Join me on another aviation adventure. If you're new to the channel, my name is Josh Cahill, a multi-award winning aviation YouTuber with over 500 million views, and I love to hold airlines accountable for the promises they make. My favorite hobby? Featuring unique airlines from all over the world. I organized Afghanistan's first all-female flight, and I'm also proudly banned from Qatar Airways. But am I still proudly banned by Qatar Airways? This and many more questions I'm going to answer in today's video. Exactly 2 years ago, I published my video how I was banned and bribed by Qatar Airways, and over 40 million people have seen the story. And wherever I go, when you guys meet me, you always ask that one question: Josh, are you still banned by Qatar Airways? So I thought it would be a great idea to give you a bit of an update. However, if you're interested in the full behind the scenes with a lot of never shared before information, a very juicy one, go to my podcast channel. I just recorded an episode. It's almost 2 hours long where I literally go into all the details. It's a very interesting case study and you shouldn't miss out on that. So subscribe right now because the video is going to drop later today. But what exactly happened? Well, I always had a great relationship with Qatar Airways. I was part of their delivery flights, inaugural flights. Occasionally they invite me to Doha to interview the former CEO Al Bakar, and it was good. We were friendly. So let me give you a short version of what happened 2 years ago. I booked a flight from Sri Lanka to London with a stopover in Doha. And Qatar Airways is always advertising themselves as the very best airline in the world. Not the second best, not the third best, nothing average. It is the best airline in the world. This is what they say, at least. So with this mindset, I went on the flight to review it. First of all, I was flying one of those really old Airbus A330s, very outdated fleet. The in-flight entertainment wasn't working properly. They ran out of food choices. The crew wasn't really lovely. The cleanness of the plane was very disappointing. So overall, it was a very, very average experience. And a lot of people emailed me and said, hey Josh, I feel like Qatar Airways is in decline. The product isn't as great as it used to be. What added to the video as well. So once I published the video, I got a message from someone working at Qatar Airways asking me whether I was available for a phone call, to which I agreed. I later picked up the phone and I think it was the vice president for corporate communication. And he literally offered me free flights if I delete the video because they aren't really happy about the bad publicity. However, that's not how it works for me. My goal on this channel is to show you the unfiltered and unbiased world of aviation, to give you a truthful review, not like those influencers who say anything nice for money. So I just want to give you the reality. And so there was not an option for me. I didn't accept the bribe. And at this time, I had another flight booked on Qatar Airways. So I said, if you want to make up for this, just gonna redeem yourself on that flight, show me what you're really capable of. And that was the only thing that I could offer, but not at any second did I consider to accept their bribe. However, a couple of months later, I showed up at the airport in Abu Dhabi from where my flight originally departed, where I was told that I'm banned from Qatar Airways due to my bad review. I had to fly Emirates instead to Bangkok, and I made a video how I was banned and bribed by Qatar Airways. So I then posted the video, banned and bribed by Qatar Airways. It reached over 40 million people on my YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. and a lot more on news outlets that reported on the case as well. A lot of the major news outlets reported on the case, and pretty much all of them taking my side, saying, hey, this is how Qatar Airways deals with bad reviews. And overall, it was a pretty big disaster for Qatar Airways. So my innocent 200,000 view initial review of Qatar Airways then turned into the most watched Qatar Airways review that has ever been produced. So how did Qatar Airways react to the video, all the press and media inquiries? Well, for the first couple of months, they just decided to sit it out, didn't respond to any media inquiries, press inquiries. They didn't want to make it any worse. However, a couple of months passed and Qatar Airways was thinking, how do we regain trust and show people that we aren't all about censoring critical voices or banning people whose opinion we don't like? Well, they picked up the phone and they called the one and only aviation superstar and propagandist, the man who says anything for any freebies. They got in touch with Sam Chui. So they called Sam and they asked him, could you create a feel-good video? Can you show people what a lovely airline we are? We give you all the access that you want as long as you create a nice propaganda piece. So Sam was given a choice. Do I say no and send a clear sign against censorship and banning my fellow YouTube creators? Or do I create a propaganda piece and show the world that I don't care about freedom of speech? I guess what he decided to do. Funny enough, Sam Chui was actually shadow banned by Al Barker as well. So he was allowed to fly Qatar Airways, but he was not allowed to create content due to crew feeling uncomfortable around him, and the famous Sushi Gate story where he criticized the food quality at one of the Qatar Airways lounges. That was also confirmed to me by Qatar Airways. Do whatever you want with this information, but that is also part of the story. And as you know me, I'm going to tell you exactly how it is. However, a couple of weeks after this, Qatar Airways announced a new CEO. So after 2 decades, Al Barker finally decided to retire, stepped down from the position, and a new CEO was introduced, Mr. Bader. And the first call of action of the new CEO was to remove the curfew for the crew. They were now allowed to use phones on their way from the airport to the hotel. And he made an impression that he really cares and that he is quite a nice guy. And that's when I got a lot of messages saying, hey Josh, Qatar Airways has a new CEO. Give it a try. Go and fly Qatar Airways. However, the video I created was banned in Qatar. So if you open the video with a Qatari IP address, it wasn't available. And I also had a great conversation with YouTube because Qatar Airways tried really hard to have the video removed. And in order to remove it, they need to open a police case, which then means I would potentially get arrested if I set foot on Qatari soil. So it was a little too dangerous for me to fly directly to Qatar. However, Qatar Airways is operating a 5th freedom flight from Vietnam to Cambodia, Phnom Penh. So that would be my best bet. And let's dive into it and let's see if this worked out. And here I was in Vietnam's largest city. Qatar Airways operates a daily flight from Ho Chi Minh to Cambodia's capital, Phnom Penh. So I packed my bag and I made my way to the airport to see whether my bag was still there. Hi, how are you? You're from Qatar Airways?
Yeah.
Where can I buy a ticket here for the flight to Phnom Penh? Do they have a ticket office here?
We don't have a ticket office here, but you can buy online. You
Online.
can try to book online.
All right, okay, cool. Thank you. Awesome. So the initial plan was to purchase a ticket at the Qatar Airways ticket desk here in Saigon. However, they don't have one, which means I have to buy a ticket online. But I'm not going to do it through the Qatar Airways website because they most probably have me flagged on there. So I'm going to use trip.com as soon as the check-in counter opens. So I go online, purchase a ticket, and try to check in. Let's see how it goes. So I know that I just have a very small time window between booking the ticket and checking in, and there is this couple there, and they're taking forever. Hi, how are you? Thank you.
Actually, for today, the flight we operate by the Cahill Suite aircraft.
Yeah.
This is your lounge invitation. From here, we use the lounge Le Saigonese on the third floor inside.
Yeah.
After you pass the security screening, please look for your left. We will have the escalator go to the third floor to the lounge.
All right.
Thank
Beautiful.
you, sir, madam.
Thank you. Damn, my heart rate was probably 120. But the first obstacle, the first hurdle is taken. I received my boarding pass. So let's see how far we get, whether we actually get on board or not. Because I can imagine now in Doha, alarm bells are going on and they're ringing loud.
Already input, but from Phnom Penh, they send some feedback. They need a picture of you to verify something because they said that potential blacklist. Some passenger had the same name with you.
Alright, I can move.
Yeah, so this one.
And it didn't take long for Qatar Airways to find me and to double check my passport and ID. So I was asked to come back to the check-in desk.
The warning from the system from Qatar Airways that is that potential blacklist.
A potential?
Yeah, a potential. Maybe some passenger have the same name with you, but we need a document, the picture to verify with the airline, also with the immigration.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you can.
How long is this going to take?
Just a few minutes. We just need a picture.
Yeah, sure.
Just 1 second.
How are you? Are you good?
Fine, thanks. Yes.
Yeah.
We have just verified with our department, security department in Doha.
In Doha.
Yes, and they confirm all of your information match.
Yeah.
Yes. So we very regrettable to say that we have to refuse you on the flight. Because you are falling into the blacklist. Of Qatar Airways. Yes. Because of the last incident. I'm not sure about the last incident.
No,
but
it's all good.
that's what we have the info from security department in Doha.
Yeah.
So.
So I get my bag back.
Yes, we will get you the luggage right away. Thank you for your understanding.
No, it's all good. I knew I was trying to see how far I can get, but well done. You would have gotten me at the gate anyways. So, but that's
Sorry for keep you waiting.
No, it's all good. It's all good. You handled it really nicely. No issues. Everything is fine. I was expecting it anyways. So all I need is just my bag, and I fly Vietnam Airlines to Phnom Penh.
Your friend, when is ready?
Yeah. But she's not blacklisted, right?
Yeah. She's good, right?
No, she's fine. Yeah, she's all good. We just, but no. Or fair play. I don't, you know what it's like.
Okay.
No,
Thank you for your understanding, and wish you the best. Okay.
I can keep my boarding pass as a souvenir.
I'm sorry, we have to get it back.
You have to get it back?
Yes, for the security reason.
All right,
yes.
There you go.
Okay.
That's how close I was. That's how close I was, but I appreciate it.
Backpack, okay. But we return.
No,
okay.
I appreciate
just
it.
A few minutes.
Huh? Yeah. No worries. I booked my other flight in the meanwhile, right? Okay, cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Awesome. No, that's all good. This souvenir I can keep, right? A little tag here. Son, I appreciate you. Fair play. Hey, see ya. All the best. Bye. Vietnam is over there, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. See you, man. So I got my bag back. I still have my accommodation booked in Phnom Penh, so instead of Qatar Airways, I'll be flying Vietnam Airlines now, which is just departing an hour late. Which is just departing an hour later than Qatar, but yeah. I'll try it. So as you can see, I was still on the naughty list, even though they had a new CEO. I was still banned from traveling on Qatar Airways. However, a couple of weeks later, the Paris Air Show was happening, so I bought myself a ticket to fly to Paris and see if I can't fly Qatar Airways, maybe I can get inside a Qatar Airways plane, which was on display at the Paris Air Show. So let's see how this went. Welcome to the Paris Air Show, where the aviation world comes together and deals are signed and everyone pretends to be super nice. So it was the right place for me to try and see whether Qatar Airways let me enter one of their planes. So here I am at the Paris Air Show. Let's see if Qatar is going to let me board their 777. And here I am, just about to board Qatar Airways 777. Well, it is a beginning. We're not flying anywhere, but I will step foot on a Qatar Airways plane. It's exciting.
You're protected by me.
So here I am inside the 777 of Qatar Airways with the new Q suite. I think it is, it might not be, but standing inside a Qatar airplane, it's been a while. I later went back to the plane and everyone, especially the Qatar cabin crew, was very friendly to me, as you can see in Nick's live stream.
Yeah, but yeah, he's turning 39. He's getting.
Of course.
Look, he's talking to fans already. Again, yeah, he's turning 39 tomorrow. I think we have to prepare sort of.
No, I'm from Malaysia. I'm from Philippines.
All right, there you go.
Network.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Come here.
Networking skills.
I always have
Incredible.
time for Qatar stuff.
Look, even more photos.
Guys, thanks for having me, guys. Hey. No, thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. See you around on a proper flight next time.
There you go. I mean, people are really nice on board.
They are.
But they recognize you, right?
The one is from the Philippines, the other one is from Malaysia. Great people. Shout out to all Qatar Airways crew.
How global was, I'm sure you've got more to say than what was just on your video.
Sure.
Because you
So wherever I go in the world, whether I meet you guys or other aviation professionals, whenever we have a conversation, at one point the question comes up, hey Josh, are you still banned by Qatar Airways? I mean, 40+ million people watched the video, so there was a big interest. And I was like, I have to at least film an update video and tell people whether I am still banned or not. So I decided to email the CEO himself, Mr. Bader. And I wrote him a very nice email and said, hey, it's been 2 years now. People are constantly asking me whether I'm still banned or not. So I asked the man himself this very question, Mr. Bader, am I still banned from Qatar Airways? So in a few days after the email, I received an answer from Qatar Airways. And let me read this email to you. Dear Mr. Cahill, we are writing in response to your email sent to our group chief executive on 28th of September 2025. Following a review of your request, we are pleased to advise that your request has been approved for your resumption of travel on our flights effective from the date of this email. Additionally, your Privilege Club membership account will be reactivated. I didn't know they banned that too. If you require further assistance regarding your reservation or ticketing, please contact any Qatar Airways office, your authorized travel agent, or visit our official website. Yours sincerely, Qatar Airways Customer Care. And then it says, Qatar Airways going places together. Well, now again, we're going to places together. So now, since I was no longer banned from Qatar Airways, I decided to book a flight on the airline. I haven't been on a Q suite for a very long time. Kind of missed it sometimes, you know. So I asked my friend Tim, shout out to you, and he donated a couple of his points to me to have me fly Qatar Airways Q suite. So at the same time, I was in the United States. I was invited to be on the last DC-8 flight in the world, a great video, which you should check out as well. So I booked myself a trip from Boston to Doha. Obviously, I was like sitting with my team, with my PA, with my lawyer, and we did a risk assessment. So the biggest issue was that there might be an arrest warrant against me in Qatar because it's unlawful to criticize government institution, as Qatar Airlines is a government-run airline. But at the same time, I think when Mr. Bada got that email, he probably got his team together and they had a meeting and they say, if we're going to unban this guy, we have to make sure it doesn't turn into another disaster. So imagine me landing in Doha and then being arrested on the spot, which would create probably even bigger news than my previous video of being banned. So I guess they were all sitting together, and whatever case there was, they might have just closed it down, and they decided, hey, we're gonna do this properly, let him fly, and make sure that he's gonna be safe. So without any further ado, here is my flight from Boston to Doha. And here we are, a beautiful good evening from Boston International Airport. Supposed to fly Qatar Airways to Doha today. Apparently I was removed from the naughty list, so let's see how far I get this time and what surprises there might be transiting Doha. So taking a bit of a risk here, so let's check in and let's see how far we get this time. Hi, how are you? Good.
What's the final destination?
Doha.
All set, sir. Boarding time would be 7:45. Gate is E9. Have a good flight.
Alright, thank you. Bye. So we took the first hurdle. All checked in, got a lot further than the last time, past security. I'm in the lounge right now, so nobody was running after me saying that I'm blacklisted. So not sure whether they know that I'm actually traveling with them today, but I'm sure we can tell once I'm on board. But so far, so good. So it's happening. Qatar Airways is boarding. Slightly nervous, but let's get on board.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good.
Yeah.
Have a nice flight, bro.
Thank you.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, how are you?
Joshka, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, very good. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you on board.
Thank you.
Your
Thank
seat
you.
is on the other side to the right.
On the side, right?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
The window is on your seat. Thank you.
All right. Sorry.
How I can pronounce you?
Josh.
Mr. Josh.
Josh.
Athena, nice.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Lina will be your
Hi.
personal
Thank you. Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Do you need assistance with
I'm alright. It's a bit heavy.
I would also like to welcome you on board with us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And to introduce myself, my name is Alina.
Alina.
I'll be taking care of you today.
Alright. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's okay.
I just know big kids.
That's alright. That's all good.
I would like to offer you a welcome beverage.
Yeah.
We have our first signature lemon mint.
Lemon mint.
Lemon mint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you very much. That's good. I just wanted to let you know I'm recording myself, nobody else, if that's okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, good. Okay, thank you.
If you are familiar with the seat features or if you have any questions.
It's been a while, but I still remember it.
Hey. Nice, my name, Cabin Services Director.
Nice to meet you.
Today. Nice to meet you as well. It's 11 hours and 40 minutes till we reach Doha. Alena will do her best to take care of you.
Especially in the shoes, because usually they get damaged.
Isn't it? Yeah. All right. Appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, guys, here I am inside the Q suite, flying from the US to Doha, wearing a Qatar Airways pajama. Who would have thought that this day would come after 2 years? It's been exactly 2 years since I was banned by the former CEO, Mr. Al-Bakr. I'm sure you guys are dying to know what the crew's reaction was. First of all, I decided to not film the boarding procedure the way I do it by having the camera next to my chest. So I was holding it down to send them a clear sign that I'm here for peace. So I know that ever since my video, Qatar Airways introduced a very strict no filming policy. Though I had the permission of the crew 2 years ago to have or to film them. However, I walked in here, crew is really lovely, supervisor walked me from the door to my seat. She didn't do that to any other passenger. Obviously they're briefed, obviously they know that I'm here, and they're acting extremely next level professional. The other supervisor came and said, "Hey Josh, very happy to have you on board." I told her as well that I'd be recording myself just so she's aware, and she said absolutely no problem, do whatever you want. There is a high chance that when I get to Doha that I get arrested for my previous video, so this could happen. In Qatar, when there's a report against you, you will be detained and they will ask you for your part of the story. You might end up with a travel ban, so this is the risk that I agreed to, and we will see how it ends. If you probably watched that video, I was fine. Also, what's very important to point out is that this is not a flight review, so I'm not judging their performance today, because that wouldn't be fair. I'll probably claim the title of being the most famous Qatar Airways passenger. So today it's just about getting to know each other again and see whether there's a future or not. But for me, this is a bit of a stressful affair. For them, it's a bit of a sensitive affair as well. Crew is nervous around me, obviously. So am I. So today it's just putting an end to this story, and then we see what happens once I reach Doha. But so far, so good. They obviously are very kind to me. I am very kind to them, so no issues at all. Yeah, still kinda feels weird being back on board the Qatar Airways flight. Here I sit inside the Q suite. There's a steak in front of me. Crew is really, really lovely. And yeah, they're very, very focused on me. Every movement. As soon as I woke up, they offered me coffee, drinks. They're very, very kind to me. Well, now let's dig in, because the steak looks actually pretty good. Some gnocchis. Well, we just started our descent into Doha. mixed feelings because I don't know what's going to happen to me on the ground. But the flight was fantastic. Yes, all right, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Thank you. Here we are, just disembarking the plane. It's looking good so far.
All transfers arrived.
So I am in transit right now. So far, so good. Nobody came to arrest me yet. But how it usually works in the Middle East is they have a very sophisticated surveillance system, which is called Falcon Eye, especially in Dubai. So it kind of works like your iPhone. It's facial recognition. So there's a lot of cameras here right now, and literally everyone is profiled, and they will see whether there is a case to your name, an arrest warrant, or a travel ban, stuff like that. So right now, if there is something against me, there would be a screen somewhere here in an office that gives a warning, and then usually like CID officers handle these cases. So within 20-ish minutes, they would come to wherever you are, and they take you into custody, and then they will confront you with your case or whatever there's going on against you. So if I be sitting here for a good half an hour and nothing would happen, I'd be clear. But if I have some plainclothes officers showing up in a couple of minutes, then I know I'm in big troubles. Now let's go and see the big yellow bear, because I haven't seen that boy in a long time. And that was it. That was my flight on Qatar Airways. So first of all, I wanted to say thanks to the leadership of Qatar Airways for being reasonable about this, for unbanning me, and to put this entire matter to a rest finally. So it's definitely a happy ending, and I don't want to drag this on any longer. I don't really have any interest really to fly Qatar Airways or to take this further and to make it a thing. I'm just happy that it is over and that I'm able to fly Qatar again. And I think this should also be my final words. I think it's a great case study for how not to deal with criticism, and I can strongly recommend you to watch my podcast. The link to the channel is in the description box down below, where I extensively talk about all the behind the scenes, about everything that happened. It's very, very interesting. So check it out. The video is going to drop later today, and you will really, really enjoy it. And I also just received my new Cahill keyrings. This year we have a special edition, all white. So you have my logo on the front and remove before flight on the back. So if you put that on your carry-on and you bought a Qatar Airways flight, you will immediately be upgraded to business class. If you're interested and you want to support my channel, the link is in the description box below, and you can purchase it either through my Patreon, which you can also check out, or through my WhatsApp channel. If you're interested to join my Patreon and have early access to my videos, or join my WhatsApp group, get all behind the scenes, and many other cool perks, also check out the link in the description box below. It's the place to be for aviation lovers. Other than that, guys, I want to thank you for being part of this journey. This year is coming to an end. We had, again, over 100 million views on the channel, for which I'm super grateful for. It means a lot to me. And I hope you guys stick with me in 2026 as well. Cool things coming up, going on another US tour, Syria, you name it. Wherever there's a cool plane, I will chase this. This is it. Wish you Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we'll see you guys next year. I mean, I'm still posting videos this year, but this is going to be my last video that I'm producing this year. All right, guys, thank you so much, and see you next week.